This is Rachel with Cypress Textiles, and today we're going to make the Foxglove motif from the 2024 VVCAL. Fair warning, this is one of those where you're going to get almost to the end of your yarn if you're using a 10-gram ball from the color pack. So just be conservative with your stitches and don't make them too loose because you might run out of yarn. So this is one of those ones that takes up almost the whole 10-gram ball. So just letting you know. I'm starting with chain 3 and slip stitching the third chain from the hook to make my ring. And then my center is made of 6 puff stitches with chain 2 in between. So I'm going to go straight into my center chain with a puff stitch. Just going to go straight in and then pull up a loop, and I'm going to do that 2 more times. So for these puff stitches, sometimes I do 4 passes, but with these I'm going to do 3 passes because I'm making them all in this little tiny center chain. So there's my second pass, whoops, and my third pass. Okay, so that's going to be my first puff stitch. I'm going to draw the yarn through, and then I'm going to chain 2. 1, 2. All right, so my first little puff stitch there. I'm going to make my next puff stitch. 1, 2, 3. Okay, draw the yarn through, and then chain 2. I'm going to repeat this 4 more times until I've got 6 puff stitches and 6 center is done. It's so cute, and I like to join in the chain that comes straight after the puff stitch, and that just makes everything look neater. I find if you join directly in the puff stitch, this final chain kind of sticks out more, it's more loose. So that's where I join there to close my round. So in my next chain space, I'm going to start round 2 with a single crochet, chain 1, and double crochet, and that's going to be the first 2DC cluster of the round. Okay, just like that. Then I'm going to chain 1, and I'm going to make a popcorn in the same stitch. So 4 double crochet, and then release my loop and insert my hook in the first of the 4 doubles and close it just like that. And then chain 1 and 2DC cluster in the same chain space. So just yarn over and insert your hook, pull up a loop, and draw the yarn through 2 loops on the hook. I'm going to do that again and draw the yarn through all 3 loops, and that's going to be the first of the 6, and we're going to do the rest of them just the same. So I'm going to make a chain 2 and 2DC cluster in the next chain space, chain 1, popcorn, okay, and then chain 1, 2DC cluster, all in the same chain space, and then chain 2, and then just keep going until you've filled in all of these chain spaces around. Okay, this is the round that we're making right here. All right, so there is my round complete. I joined with a slip stitch in the first 2DC cluster, and now I'm going to work into this chain 1 space with a single crochet, chain 2, go into the next chain 1 space with a single crochet, chain 3, and then in our chain 2 space, we're going to make a 3 treble cluster. So just yarn over twice, insert your hook and pull up a loop, and draw the yarn through 2 loops on the hook twice. And you're going to do that 2 more times. I can. There we go. Draw the yarn through 4 loops on the hook to close your cluster, and chain 3. Right, and we're going to make another 3 treble cluster in the same chain space. Okay, there we go. And then chain 3. And here's how we're looking so far. We're going to make a single crochet in the next chain 1 space and chain 2, and single crochet in the next chain 1 space. All right, chain 3, and then we're going to keep going in our chain 2 space with 3 treble cluster, chain 3, 3 treble cluster. And so we're going to have these little sticky outy petals with these little chain 2 spaces in between. So here is the round complete, and I've joined with a slip stitch in the first single crochet. And now I'm going to work directly into this chain 2 space with a beginning 4 treble popcorn. So I'm just going to make a treble crochet here with, or a beginning treble crochet with a single crochet without chaining up and chain 2. And then I'm going to make 3 more treble crochet in the same chain space. And then, just like a regular popcorn, release my loop, insert my hook into the top chain of my beginning treble, grab my loop and pull it through to the front. And now I'm going to make a picot directly over this popcorn so I can work into it on the next round. So I'm just going to chain 3 and then single crochet into the top of this popcorn, and then chain 3, and I'm going to find the top of this chain 3 space right here and single crochet. There we go. Chain 3, skip this chain space and single crochet in the next chain space, just like that, and then chain 3. And now I'm going to make another 4 treble popcorn. So I'm just going to make 4 trebles in this next chain 2 space. If I can. One more. And then release my loop and insert my hook in the first treble, close my popcorn, and then chain 3. Okay, and again, I'm going to single crochet in the next chain space, chain 3, skip this chain space, single crochet in the next chain space, and chain 3. And now we are well into our next repeat, but I just want to show you how that looks with these popcorns here, and then you're just going over this chain space with another chain space, just like that, so you can just see where all the stitches are situated. I frogged it back to my second popcorn here because I forgot to put my picot. So after you do your popcorn, chain 3 and single crochet in the top of your popcorn, and then you can go on with your chain 3, single crochet in the next chain space, chain 3, skip a chain space and single in the next chain space, and chain 3. And then when you make your next popcorn, just make sure you don't forget to make that picot above the popcorn. All right, so there we go. Now we have the picot right above that popcorn. So the second to last round is just going to be with some single crochet and some double crochet. So I'm going to work into the picot, the first picot of the round here, with 3 single crochet. So just go into the center of that picot there, no chaining up, just go straight into 3 single crochet. And then you're also going to make 3 single crochet in this next chain space. Okay, and now you're going to make some double crochet here, but you're going to work into these 2 chain spaces, treating them as 1. So you're going to go into this chain space and just make your 3 double crochet so that these both chain spaces are encased here. So just go straight into the center with 3 double crochet. And then 3 single crochet in the next chain space, and 3 single crochet in the next picot, and that's how you're going to go around making this round here. And I'll show you how the side looks so you can see where all the stitches are going to go. Okay, there we go, just like that, and just keep continuing around until you're back to the beginning. So that's how our motif looks when your round is finished. And we're just going to make the final round here, which is going to be a super simple single crochet round. So I joined with a slip stitch in the first single crochet. So my next single crochet is going to be the center single of this 3 single group here, and that's our corner stitch. So working into this next stitch, I'm going to make 3 single crochet, And then I'm just going to make single crochet in every stitch across until I get to the next of those corners here. And what you're looking for is a 3 single crochet corner, and then 11 stitches, and then a 3 single crochet corner. And when you count them all up, you're going to end up with 84 single crochet, and your motif will look like this. So I hope you have enjoyed the Foxglove motif from the 2024 VVCAL, and I'll see you on the next one.